Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Prominence 2 Modded Minecraft, where today we're gonna be doing something kinda interesting with this little meteorite below me. Also ignore the copious amounts of rotten flesh and potatoes. Yeah, it's taken me like a while to do this clip and zombies. Yeah, but that's not the focus of today. You're Huh. I guess I am kind of in a swamp-ish area, but that's not the point. What is the point is that this guy, the mysterious cube, alongside all of these guys. Now, one of these is a perfect, let's see, I need to mine this. Huh? Oh, I have soak touch on, don't I? Yes, I do. Okay. I need to break this with a different one. But one of these, you can see they are all different. Like, so there's a Certus quartz block. There's a large Certus quartz bud on a flawed, flawless, damaged, damaged. I could have sworn there's supposed to be... Okay, there's two flawless ones, so I can see if flawed, okay, flawless. Okay, both of those are flawless. Just making sure. If I silk touch these, yeah, we're good. Okay. But I want to see. This one is a flawed, and it was a flawed, so this one's a chipped, damaged. Now, we got two flawless, and I'm wondering if we break it with silk touch, will it go down? Yes, it will. Okay, so we do need a minecart contraption to keep this as a flawless. So, because... Oh. Yeah, that one was another... that may have been another flawless, or it was already a flawed. But we want to keep this as a flawless one, because they're the ones that are going to produce the best crystals. They have changed... the way Applied Energistics 2 works. Honestly, this should be like Applied Energistics 2.5 or 3 or whatever. But let's see. Certus quartz buds will sprout from budding Certus blocks. Similar to amethyst, these are found in meteorites. There are 4 tiers of budding Certus blocks: flawless, flawed, chipped, and damaged. They can most be easily identified with a mod like Huela, Jade, or the One Pro, with flawed, chipped, and damaged bulbs, budding Certus. Every time a bud grows by another stage, the budding block has a chance to degrade by 1 tier, eventually turning into a plain Certus block. Flawless budding will not degrade from growing buds and act as an infinite source. If broken with a regular pickaxe, budding Certus blocks will degrade by 1 tier. If broken by a pickaxe and channeled with silk touch, they will not degrade unless they were flawless. This means that flawless budding Certus blocks cannot be picked up and moved with a pickaxe. Instead, a spatial storage can be used to cut and paste the flawless blocks around. Or a micro contraption from Create, which is what we are going to be using. I just have to go get the materials. But if you guys don't already know what this is all about and what AE2 is, or Applied Energistics 2, this is a storage mod. Now, I know we already have our storage back home, but that has already since filled up once, and so we're kind of reaching the maximum, maximum capacity of that. So, yeah, I would like to increase our storage, but it's also a little bit more than that. It's more than a storage mod. It is also an auto crafting mod. Sir, you need to shut up. Like, you're just being loud and obnoxious. I don't know why I'm getting all this skystone. I don't need to keep all this skystone tank. You used to have to find these skystone chests inside here, and they would hold the boop. They would hold these inscriber presses, but now they come in this mysterious cube, and you actually get all 4 that you need. No longer do you need to go looking for like 4 meteorites just in case you didn't get the one you were wanting. So let me go back to base and let me grab some stuff to make a minecart contraption, because I have the rails, I have the super glue, I have the wrench. I don't have a minecart or the cart assembly, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back with tools in hand, and I should just... It's getting dark. I just realized that. Should just need to do this. I've got a minecart with a furnace, or a furnace minecart, however you want to do it. Say it. Level, and... Yeah. Now let's see if I can pick it up. I can pick it up. Now we just have to travel all the way home, which it's north, not west. And it's only like 2,000 blocks away. And yes, I'm aware that the forest is on fire, but that's not my problem. It's really not my problem. This place is not loaded unless I'm flying over it. Hey, village. I've already loaded all this area. So let me get home and I will set this up. Not quite home yet, but I just realized there's some amethysts on here, and I think I'm gonna need these. So this is probably gonna be a good location to come back to later on. But yes, back home. Alrighty, we're back home in our glorious mansion. That's been penetrated by a Sky Village, but now is the defining moment when we see if this didn't change. It's still flawless. That's good. That means what we want to do with this guy, which is to get more of these Certus quartz buds, will work. And this will stay perfectly flawless, and we'll have infinite amounts, and yes. But we're gonna need a whole bunch of other setup for that, including power. I'm going to need to start making some form of power, and I'm thinking hopefully I can start off with some form of coal generator. We've got a coal generator from Ad Astra from Industrial Revolution. Is that cheap? It does not look cheap. Oh, it's cheap. How about you? Are you cheap? Nickelite, tin plates, tin. I think I have tin. Machine block, iron plates, and nickelite dust. I think I have plenty of nickelite dust. But let me check what other power sources are available. Alrighty, so after spending a little bit of time trying to go through all the different generators that are available to me, I was able to decide on a type of generator, and that generator is going to be from Powah. Now we're going to go with the basic because it makes 4 FE a tick. We have other generators, and I kind of wanted to go for them, but these ones just, like, they're a lot easier to make now in this series than they were in Create Astral. But then there's the electronic circuits, which is insulated, which is rubber, and we don't have rubber at the moment, so that's something I have to go out and explore looking for. At least I don't think I have it. I don't remember seeing any. Yeah, see, I don't have any rubber, so I gotta go find that. As well as the other generators are just a little out of my range at the moment, because this coal generator, I could make it, but it's going to require a lot of nickelite dust, some copper plates, and then there was one other thing I think that was holding me back. I got tin, but what was it? I don't remember now. Either way, those are just a little bit out of my range to get right now, whereas the magmators just simply require iron, some dielectric paste, redstone, and some lava. So, oh, and some clay. But yeah, This is pretty simple to make. I even filled up a few lava buckets from my spout over there. So we can just go ahead and start making a ton of this dielectric paste. Boop, boop, boop. And then to make one of these, you got to make one of these, which you got to make one of these. Make a full stack of those. But then, nope, not the that. That. So, couple of those. And then we can make some of these. Then we make the tiny ones. And then, oh, we gotta make the sideways ones too. So, dielectric casing. And now, we gotta start our version. That should kick off a quest. It did. It did the dielectric paste, but did it do the actual... Oop, lots of lag. Powah down here. Oh, I didn't hold those in my hand. God dang it. Well, hang on. Let's see. At Powah. There we go. Just hold those in my hand real quick. Is it 16? It's 16. God dang it. There we go. Initial parts. And then we need to make 4 of these. Okay. 2, 3, 4. I'll do that because, yep. There we go. That even kicked off this quest line. And the reason why I went ahead and just made those 4 is because I want to make several of these magmators. Because, yeah, right now I need to make 1 more of you. And then 2 of you, 2 starters, and then it's gonna take 1 for those. So yeah, I've got to make another starter. And I need more of the small ones. There we go. And now we can turn these guys into basics. So that way they actually produce 4 instead of just 1. Oh, ran out of basic capacitors. There we go. We now have 3 magmators, basic tier, so we're going to be producing at least 12 FE a tick, which should be good enough to start out our quests on the Certus quartz, or well, applied energistics. And I figured, since we're not really using this wing over here, you know, it's time to actually move into here. And I'm going to start with my power. Now, these guys are going to go just right here. I'm going to leave this little gap back here. And we're going to hook up some lava to these guys, because that's what they need. The magmators need lava. So if we look, these guys just use a bucket of lava to make some FE. Or, well, they use... So, a bucket is 1,000 MB, so it's 10 times this. So 10 times this is 100,000 FE. These guys will produce up to 100,000 FE each, but it'll only be at 4 FE a tick. But right now, we gotta see... I don't know. There's wood. Don't vein mine? Okay, didn't vein mine. I'm kind of regretting having that vein mine on here. Oh, and we're outside. Okay, good to know. Okay, here we are. This is where we are. So that's actually kind of a little ways away from where we want to be. Because our lava, let's go down 1 tier. So in that, right in there is where we came out, and the lava's right there. So I'm gonna have to have another pump. Like I'm gonna have to break through that wall so that I can get to that lava. I'm gonna have to bring some power all the way over. Fun. That texture's messed up. Fun. Well, let me put that stuff down or at least let me put the pump down, because you've seen me put these things down before. Let me just run some power over, and then we'll be right back. Well, I wish I had gotten this on camera, but I accidentally did the thing where I accidentally double clicked my record button. So like I recorded and then I was not recording anymore. So yeah, you didn't get to see this on camera, but I did get these guys working, and they work really quickly. Like they filled up within the span of me talking about them. But as you can see, these guys are being pumped full of lava from down here. Lava goes through from this tube. This is where we're supplying it power. I've fallen. But yeah, we got our hose pulley in. It's bringing in the lava through there. Thankfully, the actual, like, this guy, the pump, was actually far enough or close enough / far enough away that we didn't have to worry about putting one in here. We just had to worry about putting another one like right there, just so that we have more room to expand the magmators later on. But we got like, we can put 11 more down this way, and I'll probably do that off camera, but don't need to do it right now because I mean, we're generating 12 FE a tick, and we're currently not using any. So, but what that does allow us to do is start focusing on applied energistics. And what we need to start focusing on are the inscribers and the chargers. But for the chargers, or the charger and the inscribers are just fine. We can do that with iron, copper, sticky pistons, you know, that's all well and good. But the ultimate goal is to get the ME controller, because this is actually what's kind of gonna, you know, be needed for us to run the whole thing. But it also requires us to need these little circuits, the engineering processor. Let's see where these guys, the logic, the calculation, and the engineering. Now, these guys come from these 3 base circuits, and they're Certus quartz, diamonds, and gold. But then they also require silicon, and silicon comes from cooked Certus quartz dust. Now the Certus dust comes from these guys when you break a bloom, a bud. Is it a bud or bloom? Bud. When you break a bud that isn't fully grown, like this is the cluster, fully grown yields you the quartz crystal. The buds yield you the dust, or you can turn the dust, the crystal into dust. Either way works. So what we're probably going to want to do is have like 1 or 2 of these, like creating the clusters, and then another 2 creating the dust, which is easy enough to do. We just have to go out in the world and find more of the meteorites. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna find more of those little buds, but they're got to be the flawless versions, because otherwise they'll just break. So I'm gonna go do that, and I'll be right back. So I need to apologize to you peoples on the interwebs for the quality of the first half of this episode. OBS had an update, and it changed some settings. Again, it feels like every time OBS has an update, my settings get messed up somehow. But yeah, so I didn't figure that out until I started editing the episode to see how long we have left, and yeah, we got enough time to do a little bit more. And that little bit more is putting down all of these. I went out, and you can see with the mysterious cubes, I went out and got us a few more crystals. I feel like it's supposed to be more than that, but I feel like I may have forgotten to pick one up. Because I had this guy, but then I went out and got all these. So I guess, yeah, I forgot to pick 2 up. Either that, Or I have them in my system over here. No, they're not in here. Okay, well, either way. So we're gonna place these crystals on down over here for now. We can always move them later because, well, they're easy to move. But we need to have them at least 2 blocks apart, so it's probably actually going to be easier to put them right here. So we need to have a space on either side, a space, space, there, space, space, there. So we just got to do this, take this guy, put it in there, and then it unlocks. Then we can pick up that. Should be able to pick up that too, but it's not wanting to. But then we do that, drops it again, and then we just keep repeating this process until we have all of our guys laid out. Alrighty, got all of our guys kind of laid out, and you can see one's already starting to bud, which is nice. But this is the maximum amount of space that we can have for these guys. It's just a, what, it's not 7 by 7? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, technically it's a 7 by 7. It's more of a 9 by 9. That way, you know, they all have room. But now that we have all these crystals going, ooh, hey, another one. We're actually going to have to sit here and wait for them to do their thing. Because we need lag. No, we don't need lag. Not at all. Please, gods, no. No lag. Because we're going to need to be able to make Fluix Crystal. And this Fluix Crystal is made by dumping a charged Certus quartz crystal, redstone, and quartz into water, or flux dust and a charged. Is there a way to dupe Fluix dust? No, not really. That's weird. That recipe seems stupid to me and counterproductive. But I guess it's to revert if we ever need to. But either way, we need Fluix crystals, which means we need a charged Certus, and charged Certus is through a charger and a Certus quartz. So we need to go and make us a charger and use our Powah for the first time. So let's go over here. Throw away these minecart furnaces. Actually, let's break open these guys real quick. Is it just a... Nope, it's not a right click, so I do need to use a pick. So... And this should give us 6 of each type of pattern. And it does. So that's good. That means we have more than enough presses for what we need to do. But we need a charger. So the charger, it's made simply like that. And then a cable of some sort. So right now, I think Powah does have a cable. Although, that's interesting. You cannot make any of the Powah cables. They don't want you to do that. That's interesting. Is that actually Powah? Hasn't even... Huh. How are we supposed to make these if there's no way to make them? Yeah, that's interesting. You can't make it, but it's a part of the quest line. Huh. Like, I'm not seeing, yeah, just drop blocks, or blocks dropped. Yeah, so we're gonna need to make these guys from Industrial Revolution, which I think we can. Now let's see if we can't make the Mark IIs. Okay, we should be able to make the Mark IIs. Because Nikolite, oh, nope, infusing. Okay, so can only make the Mark I's right now. I'm hoping we're gonna be able to do what we want to do here. They do connect, which is good. I don't know if they need a wrench or not. I believe I have a wrench from this mod. Yes. Okay. That worked and didn't work. Like, it took the pipe away, but it didn't do what I thought it was going to do. So if we do that, I need to go get that terracotta back. But if we plop a charger up against this, it does work. So we just need some Certus. So we just kind of got to wait for some of this to grow up. Okay, after spending a little bit of time for these guys to grow, I've gotten myself 35 Certus quartz and a ghost. Let's just go away. Go away, ghost. And I also went ahead and made 5 inscribers. So let's extend this out. Now, the reason I made 5 is because there are the presses. Okay, where are you? These presses. There are 4 that are essential. These 2 are just for other things. But these 4 are what you need to make the different types of, like the circuits, the different types of circuits. So you need 1 for each of those. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. But then you're going to need 1 to combine them. 1 to put the circuit piece, to put the silicone piece, and the piece of redstone to make the actual final product. So that's why I made a 5th. I may end up making another 2, so that way we can have 1 per each of these and then just have the silicone feed into those. But now we can just pop a Certus quartz in there, and you can see it is charging. And sometimes it does take a while for the Certus to charge, but you can see in most recent editions, they have actually changed the actual look of the Certus quartz so that you can see much better which one is which. So we're just gonna charge up a few of these. See how quick some of them can be? Like, oh, that one already changed. Sometimes they're quick, sometimes they're not. It just all depends. And this is where you would put like a filter on it, so that way you could pop them out as soon as they're done. But now 8 should be good enough for our needs real quick. So that's 8 charged. We need a bit of redstone and a bit of regular quartz. And then I need a puddle of water, which this over here will do. So charged, redstone, and another quartz. And those should all turn into fluix. Unnatural. Now these guys are what's gonna help us to make quite a few things, including the ME controller. But first, we're gonna need a few diamonds. So diamonds, getting a little low. Let's take 4 of them. And then I had some Certus dust from when I was getting these guys. So we can take this and actually... wait, was it the crystal or the dust? It was the dust. The dust can be turned into silicon through this process right here, smelting. Then we're also going to need those presses that I just had. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me that. I need some redstone. I'm just running back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm sorry, guys. All right, so now we just want to pop one of those in there, in there, in there, and in there. And then I believe this first one is the diamond one. Nope, it's not the diamond one. It's this one. It's this wacky looking one. And then in this last one is where we put the silicon. This is also a quality of life thing. You used to not be able to put more than one in these machines at a time. You could hold more than one, but you couldn't put more than one. So it is very nice to see we can put up to a whole stack in these slots. But that's 4 of those guys, and just need 4 of these guys. Thank you. So we put that, nope, that goes on the bottom, that goes on the top. There we go. And we should see, boop, a engineering processing, or engineering processor, not processing. We now take this guy and give us, we need sky stone. Okay, lots of processes, I'm sorry. Okay, now we have the ME controller, which means we are just one more step closer to the actual ME drive, which I think we can actually make that ME drive. Yep, I just need Fluix cables, which is just a little bit, oh, I just turned all of my, well, it's a good thing I have some of these on me. I can throw them up in here. Throw one more, make it an even 8. And then I had 3 of these guys waiting, so that's good news. Certus quartz does actually, it's gonna need to be 1 more. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Because it takes 3 to make. I don't know how that made it into my inventory already. That was weird. Like, I didn't click. But it takes 3 of these to make the cable. And it's glass as well, right? Yes, glass. So take a few of these. Then we make, what is this? Huh. That's interesting. Now we can make flux cables. And then now we can make the drive. So with both of these, and then we want to make a storage disk. Oh, wait, no, they are called 1K. Portable item cell, ME. Right. Oh, we're gonna need these things. Well, I think that's probably going to be a thing for next time, to actually make the drive, or make the discs, but we have the controller and it is online. We even have production of more charged crystals, some Fluix, and soon we'll be able to automate these guys. But in the meantime, I'm gonna be breaking these by hand, and I'm gonna work towards getting this to be our storage system. So I want to thank you all for watching. I've been Dorkman191, and this has been Prominence 2 Modded Minecraft. Bye, y'all.